Hi everyone, welcome back to Just Autism. This is Colleen again, and welcome. So today I wanted to talk about the PECS system. I don't know if any of you have ever had to utilize this system or have even heard of it. I'm assuming by now most people have, and it is something that in the beginning helped us communicate with our son. And we found that we ran into one minor issue, that the general PECS system that was being used and the pictures that were being used, my son could not understand them. He couldn't correlate them with real life objects. So with that, it dawned on me one night that maybe I should create my own picture system for him, utilizing real life pictures. So the next week or so, I went around the house taking pictures of all of his favorite objects, of pictures of all of us in the family, and attaching our names to them, and kind of just started developing my own little PECS pictures for him. And I found that once we started using realistic pictures, and what I mean is, so for home, we have an actual picture of our home on it, so that he knows when we say home, this is what we mean. And then when we would talk about baseball, he knew that if he saw a picture of himself in his baseball uniform, that meant he was going to baseball. But then we also have our general PECS pictures that we still utilize that he did understand, such as the school bus, or for school, or for shopping, which he loved. He knew if we went shopping, there was a possibility he was going to get a surprise that day. And then we also have one for our church. Little shout out to our church at True Life. He loves going there, so he looked forward to Sundays. It also, we found that using the realistic pictures, he began to know the days of the week. So he knew, based upon his routine, that which day of the week we were in, and that kind of opened up some of the doors for us to kind of work with him on some of the meltdowns he was having with not understanding what was happening next. So like some of the children, and even for some adults, I typically like to know what's coming next, and so does he. And if it is visualized for him, he transitions a lot easier. So most people, and I know most teachers, use a visualization chart in the classrooms to kind of transition a student through the day so that they're not surprised, and that they're, it kind of alleviates that anxiety of not knowing. So something that I created for the house, is kind of my own little visualization chart for Danny that goes through each day of the week. Kind of starts with where he's going to be that morning. So we're now on the countdown that his autism center is closing for the end of the week and for the holiday. So as of tomorrow, it's his last day, and then the remainder of the week he will be home. And he's looking forward to a little mini vacation, actually. So he's counting down to having some time off from the autism center. And then, as you can see, as he comes home, we have, pictures for his lunch, and then for showering. And then I kind of schedule each day with what he should expect. So that way, when he comes home, he knows what is going to happen next for him. This is something that generally a lot of teachers are using, but a lot of times parents, they're asked to use them in the home, and you're left searching on site for these items, and they could be a little bit expensive, especially when you're putting out a lot of money for therapy, excuse me. And you have a lot of other out-of-pocket expenses that are going on, and sometimes this doesn't seem like that should be a top priority. So I want to let you know, I made this through dollar store items. I literally just went to the dollar store, bought a poster board, drew it out, laminated it myself, and then just stuck the Velcro on there and started cutting out pictures. Literally, this is just like a little flimsy piece of paper that I printed out on my printer and stuck little pieces of Velcro on the back that I utilized. I also created him his own little binder that he kept with him in class and at the Autism Center to help with the teachers. The teachers actually added upon it for me. They actually put a communication strip on the very front of his binder so that they could put what was going to be happening while he was in their care at that point in time readily on the front of his binder. And also allowed him to communicate with others just in case he wanted something to drink, he needed to use the potty, or if he just was having a rough day. So I just want people to know that you don't have to follow the general PECS system. And if you think that utilizing regular pictures would help your child kind of correlate these things in real life, go ahead and try it. Take your camera, take your phone and print them out and utilize them. It's just a different idea for the PECS system. So thank you for joining me, and if you have any additions to this, please let me know. I am always looking to tweak this and use new ideas, so send them along. And thank you for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again later. Take care.